Hi, hi. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Um, Let me bring up my screen again. Okay. Welcome to Trading Maze. Today is April 17th, Thursday. Today we have made a good trades. We made around four trades today, and four trades were in profits. Uh, we didn't do at least one risk free today. We four trades that we took hit our profits, and the profits are respectively, I don't remember the profits, but the one trade we had a 250 pips. We captured in New York session. Um Sorry, I couldn't be live, but I have given that trade in in the Telegram channel, and we have done that. And next one is we have recently at the 9 o'clock we took a trade, and currently we are in a trade. If Yeah, this is the trade we are right in. I hope you can see our screens. This is a trade we are currently in. Uh, I think it's going well. Took it after a liquidity sweep. I think it swept right. Let's go into our time frames and check if it did or not. I think it did. That's all right. That's a good confirmation for us. It can be risk free a little bit. So this is the last trade of the day. The take profits will be above this order block on 30 pips ka. Yeah, this was the 250 cut trade we did. 250, 260. Somebody who hold it to 50% level this is a 50% level in 4 hour frame, I think. Or 1 day time frame, I don't remember. It's a good level. That is why from 50% I took the buy. And as you can see, uh, I think took a sell towards that, and take profit was around that level. And I took a buy from here. That was uh, that was I took two buys from here actually. Yeah, this was the trade in the New York session. After that, 9 o'clock, we took this trade, which was 100 pip ka, and this was on 50 pips. Was it 150 pips? Yep, 150 pips ka trade. And now we're currently in a trade. We're already up, and we'll risk free. Actually, we don't need that much stop loss. We'll have 20 pips ka stop loss. Yeah, that is enough. So be risk free at this level. We're already 30 pips up, so be risk free at this level. I posted this trade in the Telegram channel. So if didn't take this trade, you probably should have took this trade. Maybe we'll see if it comes back to our level and does the internal liquidity sweep at this point, and it's give us a double top. Then we'll have a good indication, like much more indication to sell. This will be a 130 pips cut trade. Let's see if it hits our profit. Hmm. And while that trade is running, let's do today's analysis. We made we captured almost every move except this move. I think this was out of nowhere, and this kind of a manipulative move. So I didn't take this, but after confirmation, we did take it at this point, which was to me was one of the greatest trades there that I did today, and yeah, from there it fell 250 pips, which I anticipated just from the start, except from this gap up opening that happened because DXY DXY opened below as of course DXY is opening today. Yeah, DXY opened. gap down opening. It gave gap down opening. So then gold gave gap up opening. That's fine. So whoever not entered in this trade can enter at this point, but I would not say that that's a recommended trade because people are already risk free this point. So there might be an internal liquidity sweep, and then maybe it starts to go down. I'm hoping that's the case. Let's see. Let's wait and see what happens. Our 20 Vipska will hold. That is some concern. See 30 Vips. We did risk free at this level only, just 30 Vips. So I think we can. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's do the analysis now. As we are risk free in this trade, I'll write risk free. Actually, we were risk free in this trade as well. This trade we were risk free. At this trade we were risk free. In every trade we were risk free. Only trades we weren't risk free was in the morning. A trade I took, it was kind of a scalp. Also liquidity cost. I think if we have a good red candle here, then we should have a good red candle. What is DXY doing at this point? Yeah, DXY is giving up move as well, which is good for us. So if the liquidity sweep happens, then we should have a really good red. We will have a double top as well, which I told you at the start. Then it will hit our profits. We're looking for these levels. This can't have it till here. Wait and see. Ooh, that's fast. Mm, gold is still bullish. Because if gold is bearish, it shouldn't give moves like this. Okay, let's leave this. I'll be in this trade. I'll be here until here because I risk free at this point. So whoever are risk free trade, you can cut your trades at this point. It's a risk free trade. No trade, no winning, no loss trade. Fine, happens. We already win today. One day. I was saying we didn't have any risk free today, and see, it just happened. But if it didn't give this move and it went back, then it would have been loss for us, which is not great. So that is why risk free helps because you're not losing something. Hmm. This 50% level is really working. At that 50% level, I'll show the 50% level I'm talking about. That's the 1 day time frame. Yes. Yep, 1 day time frame pay 50% level. Yeah. That is why it's working like this. So 1 day from this low could have been from this low again. It should be. Hmm. I know good from here. That's very easy. 4 hour pay. Let's see. From these lows, I put out from these lows. It was last seen to be last swing low. That was the last swing low. So and it's giving reaction from this point. Okay, but gold is bearish today, so we should look bearish. Trade should be bearish. That's why I took this trade. I am cutting this trade as well in a bit. Wait till this test. So alright, I'll cut it as well because I am still in progress today. Uh, anyway, so yeah, whoever are in this trade, I think they're out. I know 25 pips ka stop loss. We risk free at 30 pips, so 5 pips ka profit. I said no. This is no loss and no profit in low loss trade. Just leave it there. So you should have holded this one, but I wasn't sure it will make breaker block. So this became a breaker block now, right? Oh, really? So it just tested that breaker block at this point. We didn't see that. See, this breaker block has been formed. Then it tested that, and it's moving up. Hmm. You must have missed that. That's fine. So I don't know what gold is doing. DXY seems to be contention. Hmm. See why Fibonacci level is voted is 50% ka level. Yeah, 50% ka level. It touched it and it gave 285 to 315. How much is that? 300 Bitcoin. 300 Bitcoin, no? Yeah, 300 Bitcoin trade we had here. But we did capture two views, so I'm not complaining anything. So let's do the today's analysis. We'll do it quite fast today. Yes. Mm, let me do this chart. So why did I look for bearish moves? Is because yesterday we had a very big up move, which is good. Then what did gold do? It gave us a top wick in the morning in the Asian session. It didn't give us bottom wick. It gave us top wick because I know I was not watching, but I watched it in the morning. That it gave us a top wick. Then it was coming to form a bottom wick, and no support till these levels, right? So it has to be if you see this in a 5 minute time frame, even if you have want to look it to the upside, it's currently at that position where it should give at least a retracement back so that buying orders can be bought. So that is what this retracement was to a certain level, to the good level, to a 50% level. I think that's why it's trying to recover everything. Maybe it will hit all time high. I don't know. It probably won't. I think because it's following from a great level. See, 3350, 3350, 3360 around that level it's falling from. So that's kind of a round number with a little buffer. So let's see what happens. If today's candle close is something like this, it won't go that much high, I think. Something like this, whatever now we're saying, if this is the candle close, we couldn't say what tomorrow what will happen. Probably tomorrow it will give top wick and fall from down there to these levels, or or it can just give us a bottom wick and take take support from good level, and then will form a new high, new all-time high. Then it will close the candle above this level, which makes this an auto block. And you're getting me right. If a next candle closes above this level, this will become an auto block. So when it comes back, or next day, it is not next day, next week मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. Comes back to those levels, we can just what we can do, we can just sell from there, right? Come back to those levels, Yeah, sorry. If see what happens is if it closes above that level, it becomes order block, and when it comes back to that level, we can buy from there. That is the order block concept, right? So yeah, that could happen because gold seems super bullish. But today it gave a good move at the end in the New York session. In London session, it was a London session also we took a trade, a sell trade, and it was a TB hit as well, 150 pips ka. I'll show you that trade as well. Today we missed, no, I missed an entry, but I missed an entry that was quite in the morning, 11. I was working and uh, I kind of missed that trade. But it was a good trade. I'll show you that one as well. That was also around 150 pips ka trade. Tha. So in this candle, we had a lot of trades, and as I told you yesterday was not easy to trade. It was this candle. What is this? Marabuzu. Marabuzu at this point, which is a great indication of buying, right? For someone to buy also from these levels, it's hard because why is hard? Because it's not from a great level because gold has already increased a lot, and I don't know who would, I mean, you could buy, but as statistics go, this bullishness is coming because of the DXY falling. So it's not a fundamental bullishness type. It's because DXY is falling, which is the base currency for this one. Has a gold spot US dollar. That means US dollar is its base currency. If it falls, if its value falls, conversely this value will increase. So that is what's happening. So gold is fundamentally bullish, but it's not super bullish. It's super bullish right now because of DXY doing that. If it was not super bullish, we would not have moves like this. We'll have moves like this. We'll see it. Sorry, we'll see a trend from here like this. This is a like a trend line. We're kind of looking it like a trend line. I think there is a trend line. See, yeah, it's a trend line. So I've gotten insight. So when in the future it touches this trend line, maybe around here or here, let's come back to that. It will fall. So this was a trend line trade I was talking about before. Also in the sell side this time, sorry, in the buy side last time. So in the sell side now, what we're talking about is when it comes down to this level, it won't take support. I think what will happen is it won't take support. It will close below the trend line. Then then it will retest the trend line and then it will fall from there. When gold becomes bearish, of course, after gold becoming bearish. So here to here, it's like 2,000 bips ka move, bro. 3,000 bips ka move. So yes, go after gold becoming bearish, we could see that trade in the higher time frame. So that and see if my trade is up to anything. Sorry, out of this trade, what is doing? Let's look at the 1 hour time frame करना तो 1 hour का opening हुआ सर actually 4 hour का opening हुआ so I think it will give a topic then it will fall. I will give a bottom wick then it will uptrend. Let's see what happens. Yeah, topic 322. You could take a scalp, but uh, scalps are risky. Why should you take a scalp? Because you are already profitable. Yeah, you could do just do it for the fun of it. but I wouldn't recommend that. You do a scalp from these levels. Actually, that scalp trade in the morning I missed. That was a good scalp trade because there are scalp trades which are really good, which could give us good entries and good exits. So took I didn't took that trade. Let's see where that trade is. But let's complete the analysis. Daily frame. I tell you why this is I told you why this is happening. Straightforward, nothing else. Why is increasing from this level? Also, I told you. Fibonacci का quite simple. 4 hour 4 hour वही कंसोलिडेट हुआ, फिर क्लोजिंग अबव दिया और वहाँ से चल रहा है। तो फिर नीचे आया तो 50% लेवल को रिटेस्ट किया, देन इट्स गोइंग अप। इट्स सिंपल, जस्ट nothing to worry about. And we made around today I made around I think 700 bips. Yeah, 700 bips cut rates we had, and yeah, it was quite fun. In Telegram we made around 400 pips today, and quite good win for the guys. And the analysis is strong with it at this point. Let's see. I will take will I should I take a scalp trade? At this point of time I come very late and I try to take trades. Hmm. But gold is bearish, you could look for that. Maybe a tiny scalp. But don't trade in FOMO. I'm not getting a FOMO. I'm just saying that could be a great level to trade from. This 4 hour level also I'm seeing an auto block, and good market structure it has given before, so could fall from there. So let's see a scalp trade only because the level is good. This level we have a alert. This one 3320. Yeah, 3320 would be your entry, and yeah, that is your trade. Okay, we have a 4 hour time frame analysis. Let's do, yeah, that's straightforward. This is also straightforward, right? So it's quite straightforward. It gave a red candle. It gave a topic and red candle. So we know it's bearish. We don't know it's bearish, but it could give a. This is a retracement trade. This is a one day time daily frame में ये तो retracement का trade ही है. But one day time पे retracement मतलब 15 टाइम में क्या हो गया, वो तो trade ही हो गया ना. So that is what we do in the time frames. It will change. 15 minutes if it's a scalp, 1 minute पे it will be trade. That means कि different depends upon number of candles. I actually do see it a number of candles. See uh, if a, if my TB hits in 2 or 3 candles of any time frame, I'll say कि that is fast. If my TB hits off 10 candles, I'd say that's normal, or that's okay trade. So if my trade hits after 20 candles, that is a very late trade. Very late matlab I kind of quantify in that manner. It will consolidate a little bit, it will take liquidity inside my trade when I'm in the trade and then go up. So these things might happen if you have profits to a level where it takes time to reach. So that is it, and I will take this retracement trade if it comes back to it. We'll have an alert. So that is it. So it's turned bearish. Then it gave this order block. This was a market structure trade. See, this was a you can see it in the lower time frames. It was a market structure trade. It gave it from 320 only. 320 only. It went to 340, 200 with cut rate. It gave. So that it did, and then today there was news in the New York session which was positive for US unemployment claims. If you see that the forecast was 2 25K unemployment, and the real unemployment was 215K, which is 10K less unemployment. That means 10K forecasted, 10K jobs were more there. Means they forecasted 220 to 25K people are jobless, but no 10,000. There was a difference between what they forecasted and what really happened. To only 250K people, that is a lot as well, but still forecast. I told you right, news trading का analogy क्या होता है? At that time, if the forecast and actual are differed a lot in the other direction, then we can see a lot of big moves to a downside or upside depending upon the news, whatever that is. So today, what it did today, we predicted 220. The forecast 225K. It came up to 215K. Then it was good for gold. See, good for USD, bad for gold. And then after taking liquidity, I think I entered. I should have entered a short trade, but I didn't, because I tell you why also, because it was a risky trade. Is gold because at news time gold was moving upwards rather than to the downwards. So I was kind of having a feeling that something is wrong, and then I just didn't trade. I waited for my levels, and I traded after falling a lot. It fell almost 200 pips. After 200 pips of falling, also I took the trade because I know it will fall further down, and it did. It didn't disappoint me. So 1 hour level pay, let's see. 1 hour level pay, we had a lot of order blocks, all kind of breached. Now became breaker blocks. So which is good for gold to the bullish side. Bullish side. So these all become breaker blocks. Sorry, this order block is now, yeah, this order block is now valid. Yeah, so order block, and there was buying from there. Buying happened. I think we took this trade. I don't know, man. I have to see the trades and see. Uh, um, well, let's see this trade also. So this is a breaker block. Will this be a breaker block? Let's see. Let me analyze. No, I don't think it would be a breaker block. That's fine, because after this candle, it retested this breaker order block. Then it went up. So I don't think that's a good sign. That's all right. So this was the order block trade. That is fine. Breaker block. Yeah, here it is an order block as well. Buying already happened over here. In the future, there might be possibility of buying from here. Second buying. This is kind of risky, but we could look. But there are no levels in the 1 hour. So if it comes back to those levels, and it will take time to come back to those levels, I think, because being bearish all day, gold is still recovering. All that is something else. Mm, so, hmm, yep, 1 hour पे वही gap up opening gave a topic. See, opened like this, gave a topic to 360, 3360, 5758 buffer ka level, good level. Then it fell from there, and it retested this. What is this? 0%. 0% means they started over here. This was the difference, and buyers will be sitting here because no orders formed over here. So buyers bought, thinking today will be bullish as well. They bought till here. They thought they could break that, but they didn't. From this, selling happened. A big selling. This was the move that we are interested in, because from this we understood key gold took a good double top, gave us a good double top and good red candle towards the downside. And my intuition, my bias was selling the whole day. And we took this trade. This was the perfect trade, breaker block trade. Nice trade. Perfect, no? Beautiful trades today, though. So I think our level is hit. Yes, there is here now. So I will take a scalp at this point. Maybe I'm going to take a scalp, but I recommend you take it after confirmation only. Do not take it before. Take it after confirmation. And I am in. I will pull out the RR ratio over here. At this point, two. Let's have a 30 pip stop loss. Two. These levels. Do we have that kind of volatility that it will fall that much? That's a good level. This would be. Oh man. I was seeing to the wrong side because here is an order block just here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm in already in profit, so risky, very risky because there are order blocks forming everywhere. So very risky trade. Looking for what am I looking for? Market structure cut trade. Do you think that would happen this time? I don't think so. No, we know where every traders are forming, but just not at this time that we're looking for. So good trade this one, but I am in. But the problem is not a great profits we could look for. Look for. We have an order block here. We have an order block here. Fine order block. Hmm. Maybe leave this trade. Right. But that's a good. If these order blocks weren't there, this would have been a great level. We could have seen it to this market structure or at least this lows, which is 100 pips, 150 pips. This lows at least. You could still see that if it forms breaker blocks, which I don't think it will because gold is super bullish. And if DXY does this, then we could see a good move. So we, even though DXY gave this much big move, which is a lot, gold is just not forming a great candle there. If it closes below this high, that is good. That is good. That's a good closing for us. So be risk free. Are we risk free? This level 322.4, 319.4. So yeah, we were risk free at this point. 30 is correct. So I didn't risk free, but we should have been risk free at that point. Okay. So that was a trade that we are in currently. Scalper trade, risky trade. I told you always. So risk free level at I'll just mark the level. If we have risk frees, then we don't need to bother about it, right? So having risk frees is important. Risk free level hit. So risk free guys. I'm also risk free myself. So risk free, risk free. I am risk free. Let's see what happens. So again, risk free trade SP strategy is both, right? No losing, just winning, and getting experience also. Trading, understanding what's happening in the markets. Yeah, I think giving us good news. 150 pips could we look, or just 80 pips? 80 pips will be our first target. We'll book half of your existing quantities over here. I do not know what to do at the current point. Okay, profit target one will have at this point. It's falling good. That's a good sign. We're up 50 pips. We're up 50 pips, and good signs to us. Still, the order blocks becoming breaker blocks. Will it happen? I think okay. This order block already satisfied over here, so we shouldn't do that again. But this hasn't. So first perfect target at this point, and somebody who's not going, who doesn't want to risk a lot of their profits can just get out at this point, which is around 80 pips, I think. 80 pips is very good, man. Please do not think that 80 pips is not a good trade. What is happening? No, 80 pips is a very good trade. Even people are. I have seen people keep they're doing 20 pip challenge as well. So 20 pips, they're thinking कि their day is done and they're done for the day and they have done something incredible. But 20 pips, पे क्या ही होगा भाई? I don't know. Yeah, but consistency, having that consistency, understanding the markets is still a blessing. Yes, and I don't think I will be able to wait for this trade to be closed. Maybe it will hit our type problem. Maybe it will risk free. I don't know. But can we move our stop loss to? Yes, I think we can. We can move it to entry or above this high. Can you do that? I'm thinking, what if it gives a double top? Gives us a double top, then it would be annoying, right? Leave it as we are already risk free. So why do you want to capture that? Also, I wanna. Why do we go into that period? If we have the stop loss set, we are risk free, then let it hit our stop loss. I'm not scared of it. And okay, then what? 15-minute पे analysis किया है 30 minute तो avoid only 1 hour पे we're doing analysis and 1 hour पे it's looking good, huh? Yeah, 1 hour पे it's looking good. It gave us a top pick and but if volatility was high, we could have looked for these levels. But volatility is low, so maybe market structure, as I told you, we followed 312 there, which is a take profit as well. I think 312. Or let's see what will happen. So what else are we doing? Analysis. Yeah, this breaker block. Ah, that was a good trade, man. The trade that we did in the morning. Well, that was a good trade. Capturing this, if we could have hold that, it would have been how much would have been 340 to 286. Yeah, that's 600 pip, almost 600 pip come we could have captured. Ideal case scenario, it doesn't happen. So let that be. So 1 hour pay we had, as I told you, all this order block satisfied. It went, so this was the breaker block inside, and we took trade from here. 15-minute pay, I'll show you what trade we took. Then it gave a really good red candle. Then it fell from this point as well because gold was bearish and news was good for USD. Then this was maze ki maze. This candle we had maze 250 pips ka maze. Then we retraced back 150 to 158 250 pips नीचे 250 pips ऊपर भाई ऐसे ऐसा लग रहा है कि खेल रहा हूँ मैं मार्केट से. We really took good trades, man. All the trades that we took are from intuition, and not only from intuition, by correlating every aspects, what DXY is doing, what gold is doing, what's this price action, and by some experience also. Having all these correlations, then only we entered these trades, and we were risk free. We were actually our risk free hits a lot faster. I kind of observed that when we enter into a trade, our risk free happens very fast, and then it will consolidate it a little bit, and it will sometimes come back to our entry, and then fall from there. There are trades today. I don't think today, yesterday or someday, I observed that after doing risk free, it tested our entry level. If we would have closed our trade on entry level, we would have missed that trade because it was a 150 pip trade, and we would have missed it if we would have closed that trade. So that is why risk free was so important. That is why I'm telling you to do risk free every time. So there are scenarios where that will happen as well, and that is for today. So yeah, we captured a lot, man. Today, today's candle is today's candle पे सब कैप्चर कर लिया है हम. आई थिंक आज टुडे का कैंडल पूरा कितना है उतना कैप्चर तो कर लिया है. देखते हैं कितना बड़ा है. फ्लेक्स कर रहा हूँ 283 से. हाँ नहीं किया है अरे बहुत बड़ा है कैंडल 60. अरे भाई हाँ मैं तो अराउंड मैं तो ज़्यादा ही किया हूँ आज 250 मैं तो किया हूँ 800 के ऊपर किया हूँ पिप्स. लेकिन कम क्वांटिटी से किया हूँ, लेकिन 800 पिप तो किया हूँ. तो 800 पिप की कैंडल है, तो दिन पूरा छाप लिया हमने काइंड ऑफ. तो ट्रेड कैसे जा रहा है? चल रहा है बस. चल रहा है भाई, चल रहा है. हम्म, 40 पिप है. निकलना चाहे तो निकल सकते हैं. 40 पिप में क्या ही करोगे भाई. जो भी हायर लॉट से ट्रेड करता है उसको 40 पिप आई थिंक इज अ लॉट. बट जो भी 5-10 लॉट से करता है, 10 लॉट पे चाल चार क्या हो गया, 10 लॉट पे करता है तो 10 पिप्स में ही $1,000 हो गया ना. तो 40 पिप $4,000. एक महीने की सैलरी निकल गई आपकी, या 1-2 महीने की सैलरी निकल गई आपकी. बताओ भाई. तो डर के मत करना बस. डरना नहीं है, बस ट्रेड ठोक देना है. रिस्क फ्री हो तो अब देखो, इमोशन ही नहीं करना. तो ये ट्रेड क्लोज कर देना. क्लोज मतलब सॉरी, क्लोज मत कर देना. देखेंगे क्या होगा इसका. ये रहा 50 पिप्स, अराउंड 50 पिप्स. सो यहाँ से कुछ रिएक्शन देता है तो इस लेवल से 314.3 लेवल से रिएक्शन देता है. देना तो चाहिए बिकॉज प्राइस एक्शन तो फॉलो करना चाहिए. फॉलो करके मे बी हमारे एंट्री पे आके इधर लिक्विडिटी लेके फिर नीचे चला गया तो बुरा तो लगेगा, लेकिन हम वो एम, ये इमोशनल टर्मोइल देखो आप. जो भी सीक्वेंस है हमारा, यहाँ पे एंट्री लिया हमने। एक बंदा का बता रहा हूँ, एक जो भी एक बंदा लेता है ट्रेड, तो यहाँ से रिस्क फ्री हो गया उसका। अगर उसने रिस्क फ्री नहीं किया और एंट्री पे आ जाता है तो डरने लगता है ना बंदा। सो ऐसा मत करो, बस रिस्क फ्री हो जाओ। उसके बाद रिस्क फ्री होने बाद भी अगर फिर एंट्री पे चल जाता है तो सोच लेते हैं कि निकाल दे ट्रेड ना। ऐसा नहीं होता है, ऐसा नहीं होता। स्टॉप लॉस रिस्क फ्री इसलिए किए हो क्योंकि आप ट्रेड विन कर पाओ ना। अगर विन ही नहीं करना है तो क्यों रिस्क फ्री करना है? विन कर पाओगे तब स्टॉप लॉस भी तुम्हारा पार्ट ऑफ ट्रेड है। तो ऐसे इसीलिए रखा जाता है कि तुम बफर देना चाहिए। जो भी ट्रेड तुम एंटर होते हो बिना बफर के क्या ही करोगे? कैसे कैसे करोगे ट्रेड? कि डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ब्रोकर्स ब्रोकर्स का डिफरेंट होता है। ये बफर नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, देखो फिर भी ये लिक्विडिटी लेने आ गया इधर। इस ऑर्डर ब्लॉक के टेस्ट के बाद इधर आ गया और लिक्विडिटी लेके फिर नीचे चलने गया। तो नीचे जा यहाँ पर आ सकता है ना। नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट वाला लेवल किधर है? मे बी मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ तक तो आ सकता है ना। इस लेवल तक आ सकता है विच इज 160 150 पिप्स। हम तो इधर तक देख रहे हैं। थिंक तो नहीं देखना चाहिए। चलो यहाँ पे रखते हैं। चलो यहाँ पे रखते हैं, 80 पिप्स रखते हैं आज। हाँ, 80 पिप्स रखते हैं बस। अभी हिट हो जाएगा। चलो सो जाते हैं आज। तो आज हुई 250 250 500 प्लस से ही। अगर ये भी 80 हो जाता तो पता था आपको। 580 580 प्लस। हाँ, आज के सुबह के ट्रेड ना इधर इधर डाल देता हूँ। क्या ट्रेड है वो? यहाँ पे लिक्विडिटी स्कैल पे किया था मैंने। देखो इसके नीचे और इस हाई के रीटेस्ट। समझा कि इस हाई का रीटेस्ट होगा लेकिन ना नहीं हुआ। आफ्टर ग्रीन कैंडल ही किया है मैंने। आई थिंक ऐसा मैंने किया है, टेलीग्राम में नहीं दिया। फिर भी आपको बता रहा हूँ कि ट्रेड कैसे लेना है कैसे। नहीं, इधर कुछ रखा है 100 का कुछ था, छोटा वाला, एकदम छोटा। ये 15 मिनट में हो गया। सुबह सुबह का ट्रेड था। सुबह सुबह उठा, लिक्विडिटी देखा। देखो आज आज देखो आज वन साइडेड किधर हुई? आज एशियन सेशन कभी भी वन साइडेड होती है। तो एवरी टाइम इट बिकम्स वन साइडेड, सो दैट वन साइडेड इज डाउन साइड टुडे। डाउन साइड हैपेंड, देन took liquidity from these levels, which is a good level. This one is a good level, and it took liquidity from there. And after taking liquidity, it formed a green candle. आ गया entry हमारा। तो I took a trade. My bias was bearish only, but will it fall from here? It will dump. Probability is less, right? So there is a probability that I would give it कि 20% it will fall from this point. इतना fall किया, फिर भी 20% possibility है कि और भी fall करेगा, but 80% probability it will retrace back because it should find its liquidity positions, then it should sell from there. So it gave us that should have been here, but there was a scalp 50 minute पे good trade। then 50% level से फिर नीचे ऊपर गया, लेकिन ये तो ट्रेड नहीं लिया बिकॉज वी आर इन बेरिश साइड। देखो 50% लेवल से चला गया। क्या बताऊं भाई, कितना कितना बताऊं आपको? मार्केट लगता है मैं ही चला था मार्केट। देखो मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर का ट्रेड यही बना और 50% का भी बना। कौन सा टाइम था? 8 बजे था। अगर उठे वो 8 8 बजे अब तो हो गए आपके मजे। यहाँ तक करते हो आप कितना? 332 340 100 पिप का। 100 पिप ऐसे छाप रहे हैं कि 2 3 मिनट में 5 10 मिनट में छाप रहे हैं 100 पिप के ट्रेड हम। बताओ और क्या बताऊं? तो आफ्टर एक ट्रेड जो मिस की है मैंने, ये वाली है। ये वाली है, मेरे को बहुत बुरी लगी है ट्रेड। इन्हें मैं रिस्क टू रिवॉर्ड रेशियो ऑलरेडी रखा हुआ था, अलर्ट भी लगा लगा हुआ था, लेकिन क्या हुआ ना कि बफर नहीं दे पाया मैं। मैं इधर रखा हुआ था मेरा रिस्क अलर्ट का लेवल। सो अलर्ट बजा। अलर्ट। अरे हमारा वाला ट्रेड क्या हो गया? हिट हो गया प्रॉफिट। भाई बफर देना क्या है हमको? अरे हो तो गया है। मैंने मैंने टेक प्रॉफिट नहीं सेट किया है, लेकिन आई थिंक 80 पिप्स तो हो गया। हाँ, 80 पिप्स तो हो गया। फिर बफर देना था मेरे को, तो फिर भी आ सकता है, पीछे आ सकता है, लेकिन 80 पिप्स तो हो गया, कोई बता था मेरे को। तो 80 पिप्स का ट्रेड रख देते हैं। रिएक्शन तो दे रहा है उसी से, जो क्लोज कर देना ट्रेड, अगर आप स्टिल ट्रेड में है तो। 80 पिप्स का तो दे दिया, हमारा टेक प्रॉफिट तो हिट हो गया। मैं भी निकल जाता हूँ। तो 80 पिप छाप लिया नॉन वॉल्टिलिटी के मार्केट में। एक्चुअली ट्रेडिंग हॉल्ड है ना कल। हाँ भाई, कल टुमारो इज ट्रेडिंग हॉल्ड है, सो वी कांट बी एबल टू ट्रेड टुमारो। इट्स ऑल राइट, विल this week I'll say कि this week what happened, not a great week as last week though. Last week में हम इतना प्रॉफिट कमाए बताओ। um, इस वीक का इस वीक का एनालिसिस मैं भेज दूंगा आपको टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में। सो ये वाला ट्रेड था जो आई वाज फीलिंग बैड, माय टीपी वाज आल्सो सेट ओवर दीस लेवल्स। जिस लिक्विडिटी का वेट कर रहा था 110 बिप्स का ट्रेड। ऑलरेडी ऑलरेडी प्रॉफिट्स में था मैं, इधर ट्रेड किया था। तो आई वाज विद कॉन्फिडेंस कि मैं कितना भी है वहाँ पे ट्रेड करूँगा ही करूँगा। लेकिन क्या हो गया कि मेरा अलर्ट नहीं बजा, और मैं जब देख रहा था इधर था वो। वहाँ से तो नहीं सेल, यहाँ से नहीं कर सकता ना मैं। 90 पिप्स का स्टॉप लॉस देना पड़ेगा मेरे को। भाई चल निकल। सर 90 पिप्स का, 90 पिप्स का नहीं है, 80 पिप्स का स्टॉप लॉस तो नहीं दूंगा ना इस टाइम पे। तो भाई 40 पिप्स का मैं कुछ रखा हुआ था इस हाई के ऊपर। देन 40 पिप्स इन द चैट, सॉरी 40 पिप्स इन द चैट बोल रहा हूँ, क्या बोल रहा हूँ। हाँ, यहाँ पे एंट्री निकल गई, लेकिन वहाँ से कितना फॉल आया देखो। 260 पिप का फॉल आया। होता है। I didn't able to capture। मेरा टीवी तो इधर ही था 120 111 110 पिप्स का। सही चल जाता भाई ट्रेड, बट फोमे में मत ट्रेड करना फिर। तो उसके बाद ये ऑर्डर ब्लॉक से एक स्कैल्प लिया था मैंने। ये फर्स्ट स्कैल्प लिया था। सेकंड बार तो मैं मानता ही नहीं हूँ कि फिर मार्केट वहाँ से सेल होगा, तो सेकंड टाइम लिया ही नहीं है। तो ये स्कैल्प लिया था कुछ, बट ये मिस किया था ट्रेड। देन 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 द हमने किए थे ट्रेड। कौन सा वाला था? बट टेलीग्राम चेक करता हूँ बस। हमारा ट्रेड देखो, अभी भी जो भी है इसमें बुक कर लेना ट्रेड आप। हो गया, आई मीन यहाँ से गिर सकता है, प्रॉब्ली गिर सकता है, क्योंकि हमारा टेक प्रॉफिट इधर था पहले। लेकिन ऑर्डर ब्लॉक कैसा किया है और मार्केट भी बुलिश टर्न हो रहा है, रिवर्सल दे रहा है तो क्यों करना है? और पता है कि हमको वन डे टाइम फ्रेम में या तो रिट्रेसमेंट का ट्रेड है, that is it's going it's selling, it's a selling because it's a retracement in one day, right? But normally foundationally gold is bullish. So we see that and we move on. And what are the trades that are to be this liquidity take trade we didn't do, I think. Did we do this? Let's check the telegram channel. न्यूयॉर्क सेशन में बने हैं भाई ब्यूटीफुल ट्रेड्स. Also commented those trades as well, beautiful trades. 1 p.m. पे. Yeah, that was okay. Then what's on that? Hmm, Telegram check करना है. Hmm, ये वाला कौन सा है? ये वाला है. हाँ एक हाँ एक ट्रेड ने मैंने मिस किया था. क्यों मिस किया था ये बताता हूँ आपको. ये अच्छा ट्रेड था वो वाला. दूसरा ट्रेड भी. सो आज मैं वही बोल रहा था कि वो ट्रेड मिस किया है. फिर भी बहुत कैप्चर भी किया है. तो ये वाला था ट्रेड हम जो किए थे. जो ब्रेकर ब्लॉक का स्कैल्प था ये. फर्स्ट टाइम ये तो. सेकंड टाइम का छोड़ो, फर्स्ट टाइम किया था. ये वाला स्कैल्प किया था. तो 31 से आई थिंक अराउंड 100 पिप्स किए थे इसमें. कितना था टीपी कितना था? Just 11. ये तो रिस्क फ्री कुछ बोला नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी आप कर देना. अगर मैं ना बोलूँगा तो भी फिर आपकी रिस्क फ्री कर देना. तो हम इस लिक्विडिटी के लिए देखे थे. कौन सी वाली? इस वाली. या, या इस लेवल्स पे देखे थे जो कि 80 पिप्स है. चलेगा भाई चलो. 80 पिप्स क्यों? नहीं, मैं तो ट्रेड यहाँ से लिया हूँ. 100 पिप्स तो नहीं छापा है. क्योंकि सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी, पहली बार कराया है. हाँ, यहाँ से लिया है. वीक में लिया है हमने. बताया था आपको वीक में लेने को. और चला गया टेक प्रॉफिट. 100 पिप का रेट था. देन ये वाली मूव मेरे को समझ में नहीं आई. ये आई थिंक लिक्विडिटी का ही था. क्योंकि गोल्ड डी एक्स वाई बढ़ रहा था, गोइंग अप ट्रेंड. देन so DXY was going uptrend, then it took this liquidity from this level, and then actually it kind of is a market structure, but let's not go into that. We'll just see that it took liquidity and it formed a green candle, and we could have sold from here. But why didn't we sell from here? I was not at the charts at that point. I think we could have sold from this level. That was a good level. At news, what happened? See, at news में क्या हुआ? This is important. So gold formed a order block. Order block failed at this time, which suggested order block fail मतलब it turned into a breaker block, which suggested कि before at 1750 550 पता चल रहा है कि gold is turning bearish. And this candle, see, this also is for grabbing liquidity. And this, what level is this? Is a 1 hour order block. Is some order block. Then gave these moves because of high volatility. High volatility, we will have these kind of moves just for finding liquidity and all. Then in 342 se gira, big red candle. Then we have another big red candle, which is a strong indication. And this red candle was our entry because it has formed a breaker block at this point. Because from this level, it should have gone up, right? It closed below this level, which made this breaker block, which made it to be breaker block. And when it turns into a breaker block, mostly it follows it at that because it's a crucial point of time. And then we took the first trade, hit the TB, but we had our TB or these levels. We didn't. We could have waited for that, but I told ki, let's do that. See, if we were in this trade, why I told that is because gold was behaving bullish, even though the news was, as I told you, right. I was worried about that, and gold was behaving bullish. See, it was not falling; it was taking liquidity, and it formed a green candle. So, not only this, it was taking liquidity, and it was showing us this kind of moves. This candle also, I was a little scared. Then it hit a TP in the next candle, and then I said, "Ki, oh, let's get out at 100 pips." Then it took this liquidity,